Alright, well, we're here in the church, so let's poke around a little bit. Maybe I should, make sure I'm prepared. Not that prepared. More than enough fireworks. Strange not to be celebrating Guy Fawkes Night this year. Still, there was the event at the Atom plant, and that was more than enough fireworks for anyone, I would say. We're all glad the radiation scare was short-lived. Mr. Pyramid was saying he saw signs that the army were expanding their camp on the other side of the wire. I don't understand why. It feels as if we're being treated as a threat to the country at large.
Why here of all places? If
Oh, there's the vicar.
Something so awful, why in the church?
Some bugger, pardon my French, wanted to make a scene, sir.
Doom us all in the process. If the captain and his minions find out.
Wanted into the scene of a murder. The vicar was standing at the curbs and rather urgently asked me to leave. Oh, did he?
I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave. Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please.
You want me to ignore this body?
These are awful times. If news of this gets out, things will get worse, I assure you. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here.
Ooh, I can... Oh, I found a letter that ties Morris Wick to the murder. I did? Hey, I found this letter.
The shopkeeper. Good heavens above.
How do we find this letter?
I knew something was off about him, but nothing as foul as that. Then I must ask something of you. You're embroiled in this now, as much as we are. To find absolution, well, you must find some way to deal with Morris. An ally to
I'll
those
kill him,
heathens
that's
and
fine.
wolves is a danger to the village. Not that I'm suggesting you. Well, I'll leave it to your judgment.
Okay, he's just telling me to kill him. I would like your atomic battery first.
How did you... You're very well informed, I must say. Very well. This key will open a box upstairs. You'll find your payment in there. And in the spirit of reciprocation, if you are in need of my help, you need only ask.
Alright, what sort of services?
I am here if you wish to talk. To unburden your soul.
Oh, my soul's pretty light and airy. Oh, apparently not. Okay.
Might I ask why? I don't suppose, well, have you perhaps been hearing voices?
What do you mean by that?
It is a sign of vile corruption. It cannot be tolerated. It must be confronted. I saw it in the baker's husband. The baker, Iris, told me he was hearing voices and had fallen terribly ill. I haven't seen her husband for a number of weeks now. So I trust she came to her senses and took the necessary action. But it pains me to imagine what evil is...
Right, I don't think we tell this man we're hearing voices. What is the source of this evil?
None of us, not even the protocol officers, know the truth of that. Only that it started with that wretched science city they built across the mere. They did something. Heaven knows what. And now it is laced with evil. You can smell it in the air.
Haven't you ever wanted to find out more about the science they were doing there?
I doubt I would understand any of it. Besides which, the village occupies all my time. The people here need a guiding hand, not an oppressive one. The military presence, this protocol nonsense of theirs, has done that to us, and with no sign of respite, pressure like that breeds corruption. I must obey the Lord's will and fight against such things. You, on the other hand, seem of a curious nature.
You don't say.
I can offer you something, but you must be cautious about prying too deeply.
Go on.
Well, I was on cordial terms with one or two of the scientists stationed up here. The important ones lodged at a manor house out in Casterfell Woods. I doubt any are still alive. But they may have left notes or papers that could prove useful to you. But you didn't hear that from me. All right.
Okay.
Farewell.
Another lead.
And God bless you.
Ooh, just take the murder weapon, don't mind me. You don't need that, right? Mirror View Hotel. And a note. Bloody note. Maisie Higgins' corpse in the church. Her blood is still on the paper. Spot some possible foul play. Going to camp out at the Rune College by the Mirror View Hotel to get a better look. Okay. Oh. So, yeah, that's this. Kill the one called Maisie. Got it. Okay, so, like, retro... I found that first, which is why it didn't really make any sense. Average damage, fast attack. I mean, it's, like, the same, but it's a cool sickle. Oh, they get mad when I swing the weapon. Fair enough. What if I take out my flashlight? Are we chill?
What do you want? I had naught to do with Maisie's death, I swear, in God's name. And neither did the vicar. He's a good man. If this gets back to the soldiers, they'll cart him and me both off to jail.
Jail? Is that actually jail as in Jail, but Gaol? So you found her like that?
Aye, didn't touch her. It's horrid enough just to look at. Like someone wanted to make a scene. Wanted revenge or something. She probably got on the wrong side of someone on account of her. But you should leave. This is village business, and none of yours.
I mean, you should tell me what you're keeping secret here. I might be able to help.
Like I said, this is none of your business, stranger. If you want to play detective, stick to the crime scene. Leave us bystanders alone.
We've already solved this murder, so... Alright, hey, stop pushing. No, alright, you're just gonna... You do anything about the body? 862441. Do we think that's a code for something? It feels code adjacent. We're getting pretty full here. I might just leave the cloth there then. Plausibly a place we could come back to anyway. Was this not Kepler's star? Kepler's star is the common name for Kepler's supernova, the last supernova visible to the naked eye. Occurred in 1604 in Ophiuchus and was visible every day for over 3 weeks. While it is difficult to estimate its range, it cannot occur more than 20,000 light years from Earth. It was observed and recorded by disparate civilizations across the northern hemisphere. I wonder if this has significance to the story in any way. Very interesting. Naked Eye Supernova. Oh, bandage. Guess I'll take that. Ah, basement. Okay. So, yeah, I did think there was a basement. And now I've sort of confirmed there's a basement. What's over here? Glass, probably? Yeah. Wyndham Village. Okay, if there's a secret basement lab, it could have pneumatic tube. That could be huge. If that's what this is. Because a pneumatic drop-off point in the village proper is something we could really benefit from. Neil Howard. George Buckminster Stobart? Christopher Rook. I like that you can see the names. I wonder if any of these are Easter eggs. The scientist Garrow was captured. Her report that the scientist Garrow was captured and carted off to the protocol camp in Skethermore. Seems like that's the location of the prison they keep threatening us with. Tread carefully. They've been on high alert ever since she showed up in town. Might be best to lay low until things calm down. That's the one. Yeah, resolved a helicopter crash in the woods. So this is, I guess, maybe resolved because now we know that Garrow survived and was captured, even though we haven't been to the crash site. I do like the way you can kind of find these things in different orders and they kind of meld together. Like, kind of organic investigation, you know? It's pretty nice. Should look at the note on the lab. Like, I don't actually know for sure that the lab was here in this specific church. Forgotten cellar. Use church cellar key. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Alright, I mean, that's pretty sci-fi looking, too.
Slowly now. Come into the light where I can see you.
Hello? Holder. How do we know this
Wait.
name?
You're not one of the scientific staff.
Oh, his eyes are blue. Concerning.
Who the blazes are you? I know every face on the project, and you're not one of them. How did you know I was down here?
I found out about this from the medical facility.
You found it in... You mean to say you were inside the interchange? Just how did you get in there? They sealed the place tight.
Well, I sort of, You know what? I'm gonna be honest with this guy. Worst case scenario, I just kill him, right? I found a key card.
You found what? Just found a key card. I believe you. It's so ludicrous that I searched to no avail. Will you just find one? Too ludicrous to be untrue. The interchange. Open again after all this time. Astonishing. I thought it was sealed for good, and its contents forever out of reach.
I feel like I should ask this man about his fucking
Do you
eyes.
realize what this means? If you have access to the interchange, then we might be able to stop this nightmare before it spreads beyond the wall.
Steady on, man. I only just walked in here.
5 years. And now so little time left. I'm sorry. You're perfectly right, of course. You have not a reason in the world to trust me at such short acquaintance. Yet the fact remains, you must So much depends upon it. We first discovered the growth at the Oberon site. I was one of the team assigned to study it.
Okay.
You know, at first we thought it was benign. Beneficial even, according to the early results.
We're getting lower. Please
In
continue.
our experiments, small doses of the growth in a purified form showed the most astonishing effect on cognitive capability. But it was not purified nearly enough as it transpired. Its active agent was much more active than we realized. What it was doing to both our bodies and our minds all the while, it beggars imagination. We thought we held the future in a test tube. But all we had isolated was evil in its purest form.
Are you infected?
You can see why I must keep myself hidden away down here. Yes, it's under control, but I'll never be entirely free of it.
I see.
Thanks to this apparatus, I found a way to inoculate myself, halting the infection before it could fully establish itself. If my colleagues had shown more faith in my line of experimentations, well, we wouldn't be where and what we are now. But look, we have so little time. I desperately need your help.
All right. What do you need me to
I need you to
do?
go back to the medical facility, and this time go deeper. All the way down to the quarantine level. Somewhere in there is a sealed cylinder. It's labeled Sample 1. Find it and bring it here to me. Do that, and I can promise answers. Answers and a way out of here.
We were
Here's what you
warned about
It will get you deeper into the medical section.
trusting people by the voice. And what is this
It was
sample?
the first sample of the growth that was extracted. We took it to the lab to test it. That was a few months before the disaster. It's a pure sample, and that's what makes it so important. Before you go, you should help yourself to a dose of my inoculant. There's one lying around here somewhere. If you ever encounter a thick area of growth, or are suffering from a potent strain of the infection, that stuff will ease the burden. It should give you a
Okay.
better chance of surviving infested areas. And with any luck, it will silence the voices in your head. Best of luck.
Right. We did hear some voices at some point. Sir?
Time is of the essence. With any luck, Sample 1 will still be hidden away in the medical facility.
Okay, he won't tell me any more than that. Do you have, in your place, a pneumatic tube? Squeeze through. Sure. Some whiskey. Some iodine. All sorts of other shit here on the shelves. Poison. Another training stem. Full on poison. An interesting conjecture. Dr. Hanway, it's an interesting conjecture. Unhappily, the only way we can discover if the growth will form specific and specialized organs, if it were to grow large enough, is to allow it free reign. And I would hope that arguments against that are self-evident. Even at this generalized level, the organic material is very interesting, showing chemical characteristics not dissimilar to those found in the human brain and nerve tissue holder. Okay, so the infection is alive and spreading. Essentially. This guy's just been living down here under the church by himself while all this shit is going on upstairs, I guess. Including a murder. Experimental inoculation. Well, if it's good enough for him, good enough for me, right? You've injected yourself with a dose of experimental inoculation to acquire the skill infection resistance. Take less damage from infection. Okay. Resolved hearing voices. I met a surviving scientist. Yep. Infected by the strange growth. Injected myself with the inoculation. Mention they were hearing voices. I've contracted an infection as it took a little bit to hear voices. Yes. No, one of the old slate miners, he told me about voices in his head. Okay. So the voices is just a sign of infection. We've resolved that. Agreed to help Holder for the sample. Destroy the help Holder is a plan to destroy the organism and let us escape. So this could intersect with the Oberon must be destroyed thing. In a positive light, maybe. Met Alan Holder, former Bard scientist, survived infection, living in lab under the church. Holder had a secret lab. Holder is up to something. I know Holder was up to something since he's been frustrated with the direction of research, but takes the biscuit. Edward lets up about a secret lab Holder is set up in the village. Been stealing samples, smuggling equipment. Edward knew this because he was planning to join him. Holder's got himself a little rogue scientist brigade. Yeah, so it seems like Holder's maybe on the up and up in as much as anything is. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah. Joyce might help me escape. Holder might help me escape. Voice on the telephone might help me escape. Interesting. Truth is under the wind scale plant. The truth must get out. Find someone to help you escape. People will help you if you bring them the secrets. Okay, interesting. Two different angles there. Inventory is full. Skills are now at 8. We unlocked... So we unlocked this whole tier. Healing consumables heal more health over time. Infection resistance unlocked. Resistance to all sources of the infection. Radiation resistance. Okay. So I was thinking about health. Increases the maximum. Reduce melee. Interesting that there's like one extra one here, then 2 extra ones there. I might just take the maximum health here. Since I'm not convinced yet by bows. Hold on. 3, this is 5. This is 4. Okay. Quiet takedown could be good too, but we also really haven't ever done a takedown, so maybe not. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's a pneumatic tube here. Combat stim recipe. Oberon biology report. Extracted from July 1957. Memo from medical staff. The transportation of the cores ample to the special facility on the lower floor has been successfully completed. Is this a core sample? I guess so. It was not, however, completed satisfactorily, in my opinion. I laid down a list of safety measures that were all to be observed, not treated like some manner of a la carte menu. Safety margins were inexcusably shaved. Let's remind you all that on matters of institutional safety, I am the final arbiter, not Dr. Garrow. Dr. A. Holder. Garrow. Mirror View Hotel. Interesting. Dr. Garrow. Garrow's helicopter crashed. So Garrow was on the helicopter convoy, but Garrow worked here. So Garrow came back in? So Garrow is somebody who's involved here. And kind of opposed a little bit maybe to our glowing friend here.
Time is of the essence. With any luck, Sample 1 will still be hidden away in the medical facility.
Alright. He has nothing else to say to me. Going back to medical, frankly, seems awful. I'd rather not go back to medical. Do I leave and find a pneumatic tube? Yeah, I haven't even gone up here. I'm at like full health. Okay, what about a trader? This is the church. No markers for a potential trader. Do you have anything else to say to me, fella?
Ah, it's you.
I should be going.
Farewell, and God bless you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell him there's a dude downstairs. This is, Wait. Did this not... Huh. I definitely read that one. Okay, that one just came back. We're gonna mark that up to a glitch, I'm guessing.
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been reported in the Skethamore fields. Please stay away from there until it has been sterilized.
Village Hall. Another gnome. Radio drama. Read 50 notes in the quarantine zone. Cool. Corporal Everett. Yes, I have permission to stage this radio drama of yours for 4 episodes, then we shall see where we stand. My conditions are as follows. The drama will only ever show the protocol force in the good light. It must be educational morale boosting. While our patrols are named for British animals, you decided to call this fictional patrol Tiger Patrol. Consideration this may be as well. Please disregard my earlier suggestion of Vol Patrol.
And help us to help you.
Flint Centurion is a terrible name for the protagonist. He should have a good British name like Enoch or Cedric Sims. Okay. Very funny. Oh, Jesus, man. I was reading there. I have an urge to just do a takedown on some of these people. It just says takedown, like right there in front of me. I just kind of wanna. And? Okay. Village shop.
Right?
Promising.
A new customer. How'd you do?
I can steal this towel, apparently. Oh, it's an apron. I was like, why are your pants weird? Shop backdoor key. Oh, it's Morris. Oh, fuck. Wait, we know this guy is no good. Right, that we knew that he was a shopkeeper, didn't we? We were kind of told this.
Welcome to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with?
Yeah, no idea why they let me in, actually.
Well, I can hazard a guess. Our little Napoleon, the captain that is, he keeps an eye out for folk like you. A stranger might be important. And if you're important, then that's another stepping stone out of the zone, isn't it? Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Morris Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer if you fancy.
Okay, I want to trade. Probably, maybe. Painkiller recipe. First aid kit. I mean, I have painkillers, right? Grenades. That's my gun. Just kidding. I'll give you this. It's worth less than a grenade. Great. So I was hoping for something more useful than this. Wait, the captain's trying to get out of the zone?
Oh, you'd have to ask him that yourself. I'll leave that pleasure to you. Me, I'm happy here in the shop, where I never have to look at the man.
What happened at the power plant?
Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow.
Well, at least you survived.
Oh, aye, and what a grand life it is here. Like a scenic stalag, this is. As some say it's like Hitler and his lot managed to invade after all. Me, I say the Germans would have made a much better job of it. Listen, a word to the wise, aye? I'm here today not because I've learned to get by with the soldiers, but in spite of them. The village needs to stick together. The protocol is a curse to be born, not somewhat to sympathize with.
Okay, let me go back here. Painkillers, yeah? Okay, we don't actually have that. So let's grab that.
Hello again.
If we kill this man, no real, way to be sure we'll get this back. Okay, that's like perfect, it seems. Could try to get some change from him here. Close. What if I take a grenade and I do... If I can upgrade a bomb? Okay, pretty balanced. Nail bomb looks a little better, so I guess the Molotov might be sort of mid-tier. Doesn't care for that. Okay, I think I can fuck with this. Molotov to grenade plus a little, as a little, like, extra.
Thank you. Call again. Get new stock in now and then, so come back any time. I might have something new for you.
Should we, like, accuse this guy of a murder? I don't know. Glass, herbs, water, that's pretty damn useful. That's actually a lot of stuff we have a bunch of. I need a goddamn thing, though. Can I just freely look around? Trespassing. It's unclear. Okay, I'm gonna save. Because I just still don't really know the parameters. Like, is this guy gonna get mad if I take this key? Okay. I just go fucking around back here? Is this fine? The rubbish they transmit. Morris, don't bother trying to build that crystal set as if the army boys strutting around the village wasn't enough. You'll end up hearing the rubbish they transmit inside the zone. Let's say it's from our... They say it's from our but it's tantamount to torture. My god, but I missed the BBC Light program. I wish I was joking about this, but they transmit their own version of Dick Barton Special Agent. Except it's called Jack Logan. It's the worst thing to trouble the airwaves since Lord Ha Ha, Harry. Alright, it's personal correspondence. This is still considered trespassing. Yeah, I could just sneak up behind the guy and do a takedown. But I hate to take a merchant out of the equation. Well, let's not like save scumming that much. So the only way I'm gonna reload this is if something goes really fucky.
Hello again.
But I am gonna save preemptively. So I found this letter of yours. You care to explain?
How did... Well, been poking around in what's not your concern, eh? I don't have to explain myself to you. It's none of your bloody business.
You better tell me or I'll take it to the authorities.
You're just as bad as the rest of them around here. Can't you see what's going on here? The protocol soldiers, the church, all carrying on like they know all the answers, when the truth is they know nought. Everyone says the folk in the woods are cracked, but they look like the only sane ones around here to me. They're trying to make peace with the world, not ruin it. Them scientists, the disaster, that weren't natural, their knows. Upset the balance of things. Nature's proper furious with us. We should make amends, shouldn't we? It's only right. But them soldiers would have me locked up for thinking that. Dangerous pagan sentiments, that arse of a captain calls it.
What are your intentions then?
I want what's best for village. We should be looking back to what's always been here. The army here tried to stamp it out, but their captain's a bloody southerner. What does he know about the north? Well, but maybe you're a tattletale for the vicar too, eh? Prying for secrets so he can hold 'em over me. Well, I won't stand for people who stick their beaks in where they're not wanted.
Well, is that why you killed Maisie then?
Shh! Shut your bloody trap before you bring every nosy bastard in here. All right, look. Just hear me out, eh? See, we're a rotten one, that un. Tattling folk out to the vicar so he can load it over us. She never had out on me. Not till last night when she found that letter. Then she carried on like I'd thrown in me lot were old Hitler or summat. Called me a traitor. Like I ever had any loyalty to the protocol lot. I'm no killer. Not born to it, but she were poison, that un. And so is Vicar. Summat had to be done.
The vicar was spying on you then.
Him? My socks are holier than he is. We give our donations to the church, and in return he keeps the protocol sweet. Or so he says. Truth is, he worms his way into people's lives, finds out about matters that won't sit well with soldiers, and holds them over us. Blackmail it is. Pure and simple.
Intriguing. Maybe you're right about the vicar not being on the up and up.
Aye, that's the truth of it. It's the authorities what get people killed around here. Maisie, well, she fell in with wrong lot. What came to her was only just. I'm not wicked, you know. I just have a purpose in life, that's all. Something better. But that Maisie, she were going to shout it from rooftops if I didn't pay to keep her and that vicar quiet. She had to go. And I had to do it somewhere Vicar couldn't just sweep it under the rug. He can't go running off to the captain when it looks like he might have blood on his hands. Please, I know what I'm asking, but let it go, will you? Give us that letter back and we can both forget all about it. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Well, I guess if you make it worth my while, then maybe I can let this slide.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine, eh? Fair enough. Here, you take this as a thank you, I suppose. I'm happy, you're happy. And the village doesn't have to worry about that quizzling Maisie anymore. And look, if you want to know more about her, you know, the purpose, well, there's someone I'd love you to meet. Mother Jago. Lives out by the old mine in Casterfell Woods. I'll mark the spot for you. Reckon you'll find what she has to say very interesting indeed.
Another angle here. Huh. Alright. Well, shit. Huh. Allows crafting skills to be purchased, can only be learned once. Learn? Okay. Gunsmith deep pockets crafting speed. Oh, shit. Okay. Unlocks recipe to craft upgraded weapons. Carry more crafting supplies and ammo. Crafting time substantially reduced. Okay, I mean, like, deep pockets. Absolutely. 100% immediately taking deep pockets. Taking that sooner just seems good to me. Okay, so... Interesting. I could still kill this fucker. But I don't... I'm intrigued a little bit by Mother Jago or whatever. I don't feel like I'm on team fucking Druid or whatever the fuck this is. Team Purpose, Team the Soil, but like... Who knows? Okay, a gramophone that I can turn off. Does that matter in any way? I'm not gonna fuck with it when I'm trespassing. I'm okay robbing this guy, though. Well, anyway, I'll be seeing you. I definitely wasn't stealing from you in the back room in any way. Bye. Bye. I need to get the battery from the vicar.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
Let's loot all the crafting materials we left here in the church. Go upstairs. And then with the battery, we could go back to the interchange. That will be an option. An option that I might be... Fruitful trade. It's a shame I had to keep this magnificent thing locked away, but I don't expect the soldiers would be happy I had it. Atoms, the very stuff of gods, thrown in their purest and most terrible form. A marvel was a fruitful trade and worth the trip out to Molly in the Dale. If I can scrounge enough, perhaps I can purchase her second. I beat you to it, guy. Bandage, what my inventory is. Let's check the tower, I guess. Are these birds mad at me? Oh, they're like bats. Fuck off, bats! Okay, these gnomes. Do we think there's like an achievement connected with the gnomes? Maybe. Okay, I can smash the gnomes. I'm gonna guess smashing all the gnomes is something. Get me the fuck out of here! Fuck the bats! Okay, we smashed the gnome, we looted the tower. Let's not worry about that shit. Before I have a fucking heart attack. Alright, we're gonna loot the remaining crafting materials we left behind here. I'm gonna not say anything to the vicar about the current situation with the guy not being dead. Looks like they cleaned up the body. Fun detail that the body did get moved. Okay, yeah, this note just respawns continuously, for sure. Yeah, see, none of that other stuff seems to get destroyed. The gnomes are definitely like an achievement or something. Kill all the gnomes in the village or something. So this battery gets us into Data Store Delta. Wasn't there a glass bottle somewhere? Yeah, there. Okay. Cloth, poison, iodine. Oops, some scrap I missed. Yeah, I guess because I went through the back. I didn't check this very much. I don't think we really left, like, a bunch of stuff anywhere else. Did that respawn? That might have been like a glitch or something. Hmm. Hmm. Combat stim recipe. I don't actually have that. More glass, chemicals, water, herbs. Good to know. So yeah, we've got some extra stuff that's actually pretty useful. Were the combat stims damage bonuses? Melee specifically. Yeah, I'm really not doing melee build. Okay. Could be interesting though. But not for me. Okay, well, I think we cleared everything out of here. I wonder, oh yeah, I wonder if I didn't, because I didn't take the recipe before, I didn't have the inventory space, and I didn't bother checking if I needed it. I wonder if that respawned the training stem. Might be pretty abusable. Especially if all you have to do is leave and come back. Alright, let's go to the interchange. Our inventory's full, we have the battery.
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your friends or family show signs of corruption...
Oh, I didn't expect the phone to ring again. Huh. And it cut out again. You have met Miss Tanner. Why did the audio specifically cut out there? Why has this never happened before now? You have met Miss Tanner. How are you spying on me?
You should trust no one.
So far, I've trusted, like, everyone.
Trust me.
I don't trust the mysterious voice on the phone telling me to trust it, though. Interestingly enough, the voice telling me to trust no one is the thing I trust the least.
Must have scared him off.
Citizens of Wyndham, acts of insubordination or disrespect against the
Let the
soldiers
CO put me on the
protecting
patrol
you here
roster. I
are
can't
innocent.
stand this miserable shithole of a village much longer.
Oh yeah, well there's a gnome, but that guy's kind of in the way. Oh. Oops. Interesting, it's that way? It's in the neighboring yard.
Not sure about you.
Where is the other gnome?
Wyndham, you are
I don't remember.
any building marked as sterilized
Well, if there's consumables in here, I guess we'll have to make a hard call. Yeah. Shit. I don't have a shiv on me. I could just use a bandage, but that kind of does feel bad. Fuck it.
I'm amazed that we don't all have scurvy on this diet. But not sure I like the look of you.
I'm just killing a gnome. I'm allowed to kill a gnome. There was definitely one more.
I heard some of... Are they gone? Must have spooked them.
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been reported in the Skethamore Fields. Please stay away from there until it has...
Well, I'm not going to look for the gnome right now. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's interesting, too. Trespassing, do you think?
Citizens of Wyndham, pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. Any breach of this regulation is punishable by death.
Don't be a fool. Stand down.
Is this a problem?
Don't want any more surprises.
Might be bad. No room for an antidote. I'll just leave it here. We can come back for it, maybe.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember
Okay, am I gonna get fucked if I open this door?
dangers. If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
Bye, guys. I definitely wasn't trespassing. Don't worry about it. Should we go see the lady real quick, too, maybe? This episode's going really long. Maybe I should just run for the interchange. She's gonna be, like, right there.
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. The area you are entering is known to contain outlaws, lunatics, and monstrosities.
Honestly, it'd be foolish not to swing by and check.
Hello again.
Yep, pistol ammo. Right, I carry more ammo now. So that's max. That's quite a bit over.
Oh, don't see many of those.
Okay, she likes that. That looks very balanced. That's probably what we do. I don't really care to keep the sickle. It didn't seem particularly noteworthy. Pick up a medkit and like a huge restock of ammo. Excellent.
Nice trading with you.
See ya, Molly.
You need anything?
You're
let me
definitely like the primo trader we found. Okay, so currently 120 on pistol. Huge. That was a pretty good... That's like 50% additional ammo capacity. That seemed pretty nice. I don't think we left any craft materials like down below us or anything. Like we definitely left a lot of string and glass all over the place, but I don't think even with our increased inventory capacity, that's worth trying to track back down. I give no fucks about stealth here anymore. Seems like it's not really much of a concern. Getting comfortable with this route, or it doesn't seem like there's actually that much possibility of trouble. Probably until there is, you know, I'll zip around this shit a bunch of times and then suddenly there'll be enemies here at some point. I really like the way this story is set up in this game. How there's all these different like little directions that it's pointing me in that I can kind of tackle in any order, and there's like no clear indication what is the right path per se. I like that a lot. I haven't played too many games that have done that sort of like kind of free-form story in a sense. Yeah, the outlaws are probably over there, like they always are, right? So, shouldn't matter. I can just go here. That was probably the lady in there, right? It should be. Why is there a fucking stray hair on my face? Piss off. Okay, yeah, with our trade, we actually cleared up a bunch of stuff. So, I am expecting trouble. Because we'll be opening up a new area. We have plenty of crafting materials. I'm going to keep one bandage on me. I want to pull back out... Is it time for the Sten gun? Not really. We have like 20... This is pistol, right? 21 pistol, 31 SMG. That's not that much ammo. Definitely need a shotgun, though. Give me a couple of knives. Molotovs. Let's take a couple of mollies. If we're breaking into a new section, we expect zombies. The Molotovs seemed very effective. Frag grenade I'm going to keep in case we run into those tanky fuckers. 2 slots for picking up heavy weapons if we find anything. I think that works. Okay. Okay, I'm already full on glass again, too, actually. So real quick... So alcohol, glass cloth, glass, chemicals, water, herbs. Combat stim seems like a good thing because we're not using any of those resources. I'm going to make like 4 of these and just stash them. Because all these resources are just not useful. really to us currently. Maybe I should be consider. I have depleted my water pretty substantially there. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have done as much because like the rad meds could matter eventually. Maybe that was a mistake. Didn't leave anything on the body. Well, too late now. Whatever. We'll trade him to Molly for ammo eventually. That's as good as anything else.